Hello everyone, and welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name is Tyrone and welcome to Ty's Top 10 of 2023 Matchbox Mainline, or Power Grabs as we like to call them. Power Grabs is the little orange boxes. The normal Mainline is the same thing but on a card with a blister, so you can see the product before you buy it. But yeah, we're stuck with the Power Grabs. I like the boxes, but when you get the many variants that Matchbox like to give us, it's pot luck whether you get your variants or you just have to keep on buying car after car until you find that one. This is number 10, by the way, the one you've been looking at while I've been waffling on. 2016 Nissan Sentra. We don't get the Nissan Sentra in Australia. Not that I'm aware of anyway. It's probably not good enough for us. That's not true. I've actually put it in the top 10. It's scraped in for top 10. There was about 3 or 4 vying for the top 10 or number 10 position. This one got it because it's a bit of a novelty for me. It's an alright looking car, quite conservative, but I like that. Nice colour. It's the Nissan blue. And yeah, new casting for 2023. I was quite pleased to see it. Number 9 is something a little more flashy. It's the Mitsubishi, sticking with Japanese cars. The 3000 GT in red, with those complicated wheels, but boy they suit. There is detailing on the back, but it is kind of lost in the red. Not a new casting. It came out in not quite a jet black, same wheels, but yeah, an easy choice to get into the top 10 this year. Pop him out front with his Japanese buddy. Number 7 is a bit of a surprise, but you know how things just get under your skin and you don't mind. This is one of them. A couple of iterations over the years. It started off as, should I tell you what it is first? It's got a long-winded name. I thought I was going potty there for a second. It's the Pler Master 6000, but some castings say highway maintenance truck, and the old cards used to say highway maintenance truck. But these days, different castings. In fact, there are at least 3. It started out looking like this. That's the Thailand base. Actually, it started out looking like this with a swivel, and then it lost its plough to become a maintenance truck, and then it got a fixed plough, sadly, because that's why I started collecting them en masse. But yeah, shuffle these towards the back. I'll show you them first because I'm quite proud of my Pler Master 6000 collection. That's another swiveler. So they obviously just swapped out the chassis for a cheaper, easier made version. That's got the cool wheels. Love it. The tipper doesn't tip, but the plough does swivel. And you got your highway department, blue on white, and others. Who else? Oh, there's a few others. Of course there's a few others. We like to bring them all out, don't we? And a nice yellow one with the MBX on the door. Any more? Yes, one more. Just one more. We'll sneak him in. But yeah, this is in the top 10. Random, isn't it? So I'll put them in order. We'll bring them out front, or towards the front a little bit. Get the carded one out of my face. And the next one, where are we? 10, 9, 8, 7 is the Volvo. This was highly anticipated in the Matchbox community. Nice colour too. Everything about this is pretty cool. It's the Volvo 240. The wheels are a bit jazzy for this car, but they're alright. Grill's done, along with the headlights and tail lights, license plate and badging on the boot lid. Very nice. It's going to be quite the eclectic lineup, let me assure you. There was another Volvo this year. It's the Chinese-made Volvo now. XC40. Put him next, or behind him. But Volvo's been around for a long time in the Matchbox lineup. It's the old four-wheel drive. And there were the XCs and an estate or station wagon, and the V60. Rubber tyres on that one. Love the rubber tyres. They went old school in the P1600. That's from the Lesney lineup with a metal base. And of course in the 80s they gave us the old one, the Cadillac of Sweden, I like to call this one. I like it. Plonk, and others, but they're the Volvos, and that's the Volvo of today. This is another rando, a random casting. It's MBX, second MBX already in the lineup. This is the field car in black. So they've done a lot of this one. When they, in the beginning, that was the MBX field car with everything going for it, apart from a license. And then they did variants, as Matchbox likes to do. And then they gave us this one, tantalizingly. And it's like, remember that? And didn't they do a good job of bringing it back, but different? Because when it's that kooky, you shouldn't just remake it, even if you've got the old casting lying around. And the variants came thick and fast. This is, of course, number 109876. Even I can count backwards. Blue's a nice one. And of course we got the 70 years edition with a radical orange front bumper and back bumper. So clear the area. But when they did this, it's like, yes, that's it. It's exactly what you should have done. So yes, he gets in the top 10. Number 5. The variants kept on coming in 2023. This is the tri-spoke version of the Ford Ranchero, 1970 Ford Ranchero. It's a nice one, but then of course they annoy us all with the variant. Here we have the dog dish versus the tri-spoke wheels. I like them both. I'm not sure if I prefer one over the other. I just like to get all variants, and that's a problem. The blue one for 2024, same deal. I'll get on that subject in another video. Get your words out. Next in the lineup is the Toyota 4Runner. Yes, 4Runner. Not familiar with this vehicle in real life because Australia doesn't get it, because the Toyota Land Cruiser and the Nissan Patrol rule the roads as far as the big four-wheel drives go. So the Land Cruiser is Toyota's big flagship here. They didn't bother with the 4Runner for us. Shuffle along, everybody. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, I'll show you the 4Runner before that. Prefer that colour, but the blue's a nice one too. Oh, he hasn't even had room, does he? We might have to... what are we going to do here? We'll shuffle that one there. Then make another row. It's like the class photo. Like that. That's better. Number 3 could have been number 1, but it's not. It's the last Holden ever made. They gave us an Opel and put a Holden badge on it, and nobody bought it. Literally. VF Commodore SSV with the police livery, keeping South Australia safe. And there was a few words around town about why they didn't give it a light bar, and the obvious reason is we're going to get lots more streetcar colours coming right up. So that's number 3. The Holden Ute was its predecessor. Maybe we'll still get this one. I hope so, because it's a real beauty. Roughly the same front end. But yeah, that's where the idea comes from. Number 2 is mainly for the colour, to be honest. When I pulled this out of the Power Grab box, because we don't get the blister box, we can't see what we're getting before we get it, before we open it at least. We buy it, then take it home, and then surprise, surprise, this colour came out, and wow, I was shocked. Great wheel selection. They've toned down the interior, nothing in your face about that, because it's all about that paint job. Beautiful colour, fantastic. Bold little car. They gave us a few washed out colours. Yeah, 2 kind of washed out colours and another bold one. But if you see them lined up, we'll go back a little. Seem to crowd the table out very quickly. That's the other kind of washed out. It's a nice metallic orange, but nothing terribly bold about it. And then the blue, which is in itself a bold colour, but it didn't blow my hair back, but this one did. Holy smoke. Different wheels, same wheels as the orange, yeah. Love it. So he happily goes in at number 2. What's number 1, Tyrone? Tell the folks at home. They're almost all in shot. Number 1 is the Morris, with the 70 years edition slapped on the boot. MBX 70th on the license plate. Nice big wide license plate like they have them in England. No license plate on the front, sadly, but where would you put it? On the real car it just hangs off the bottom of the bumper, or just underneath the bumper. Couldn't really do that there, but crazy cool. And the variant to drive us all mad is left-hand drive, right-hand drive. Might not be able to see in there. Kinda. The wheels look good. It is a throwback. That's the original there from the 60s. Nothing frilly and fancy about that, is there? Lucky us, they daubed a bit of red for the tail lights and a bit of silver for the headlights, but no interior, no windows, no suspension. That's your blimmin' lot. Morris Minor 1000 on the base, made in England by Lesney. Chalk and cheese, aren't they? But that's what they were getting at when they brought us this one. And moving parts had 1, 2 with a moving part. And of course, left-hand drive, right-hand drive. But there you have it. The top 10. We'll put him so he's not completely... It looks a bit silly anywhere I put him. We'll just put one of these out front. Get off. Get out of here. So there you have it. My top 10 picks for 2023. We'll go upstairs as I gently explain why your favourite one wasn't in my top 10. But yeah, we've all got different ideas, haven't we? About what's what presses our buttons, and what we feel compelled to put in our collections year on year. If you're not a completist, obviously you're just getting the ones you really like, whereas the completists of us in the hobby just get everything. But it's all good. Love it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and Happy New Year. Bye.